Good evening, race fans. Up in the booth tonight, SpeedZoneTV. I'm Robert Warrens alongside my co-host with the most, Chris Schusler. Chris, are you live? Oh, God.
Robert, it's good to be back after taking a week off. Yes, missed you, missed all the drivers, and yeah, let's get busy tonight at Texas Motor Speedway.
Heck yeah. It's going to be a hot track tonight. It's 74 degrees now, but I think the track temp's around 95 or so. Partly cloudy, 2-mile-an-hour winds, 75% humidity. So that's going to affect some of the handling of the cars. We're at this 1.5-mile quad oval. It's going to be spicy tonight. Afternoon sun in Texas. We're going to see some tire roasters, Chris.
Sounds good to me. I do like spicy food, so I think I would like some spicy racing. So yeah, let's get to it here. The drivers all qualified, it looks like.
Yeah, that's right. We got the grid up here now for race number 4 tonight. Tolleson takes the pole. No stranger to being up front. Love on the outside pole. Steele in third. Hurst fourth. Barnes fifth. Don Francesco 6th, Ramsey 7th, Copperthorne 8th, Miller 9th, Phipps 10th, Manning 11th, Isgrig 12th, Richardson 13th, BB 14th, and in our 16-car field is 15th of Hunter and 16th of Keltner.
I'm loving that. I'm loving the way the drivers have qualified and gridded up, and looks like they're on their outlap right now.
Yeah, they're getting ready to rock and roll. I've got a little technical glitch here. You're gonna have to bear with me for a second while we just watch this Wagoner's commercial.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
I mean, you were probably thinking what I was thinking, like, oh man, are we going to miss the start of the race? Heck no. We back.
You know, as long as we're in 4K, Robert, you can just glitch away, buddy.
Glitch on, brother.
While we're waiting for the truck to hit in, we'll watch the start of this race.
Heck yeah, buckle up, ready to go, boys. The 28 machine's going to fire off here first in the lead with the 7 machine in behind. Love doesn't get the start he was hoping for and falls back. Two by two. This track's going to be quite tricky down into 1 and 2, Chris. It's high banked, but it requires a lot of braking. First lap's clean. Small field tonight. Like, this is probably one of the smaller fields that we've seen in Season 8 so far for race number 4.
Yeah, we're showing about probably, 10 drivers, I would say, this race.
Yeah. Yeah, in and about that. We've been around 20 drivers on average. Steele working
Maybe everybody's
outside.
out Black Friday shopping.
Is that what's going on?
It could be.
Steele trying to get around Tolleson on the outside with Love in behind. That's our top 3. Barnes creeping in the 4th spot, and the 24 machine in his super duper man paint. Don Francesco is getting a little pressure from the Dirty Hurst. I don't know how it became dirty, but it sounded good.
Well, his truck is looking clean, I'll say that.
And 3 and 4 here, they're just rolling through that. It's a little bit different, and well, obviously a lot different than 1 and 2.
Can you throw us a track map up for the people?
For the people? Everyone's shooting down the backstretch now. Now into 3 and 4. So 3 and 4 is kind of a more gradual turn, but it's still pretty abrasive on the tires. And really, you're just kind of like throttling up the entire time here. But down into 1 and 2, you've actually got to kind of tap the brakes and slow that thing down a lot more dramatically.
So you said that'll be hard on the tires then, going into those turns?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Well, the drivers will have their normal 1 fast repair and 2 sets of tires, correct?
Yep, yeah, you're exactly right.
2 extra sets, I should say.
Woo. Love almost gets a little close to the 28 machine out of turn 4 as he's looking to make a move around Tolleson on the outside going into 1 and 2. He's got to run here, but I'm a fan of low and slow in 1 and 2. Drag race down the backstretch, they're even. I had chicken parm tonight, just in case you're wondering.
You sound much more relaxed, less hangry tonight.
Thanks for noticing. Tolleson doing a great job of running the bottom line of 1 and 2, and Love doing a great job of trying to get that run on the outside, but you know, I don't know if I'd want to be up there this early in the run. Running the high groove is more, I guess, more wear on the tires. The fuel run's about lap 35. We're already lap 8 in the race, and we've gone green. I wasn't sure if we were going to expect this, you know, from this track, but we've got some battles heating up, so we're going to move around and take a look at some of the other cars.
Will the high line come into play as the race progresses, as it rubbers in a little bit? Will that be more desirable?
I don't know if it'll be more desirable, but it's definitely going to allow you to defend your position. So it's going to be hard to say. It's really going to come down to driver skill and ability, because how you manage your tires here is going to be very critical.
Now, speaking of skill and ability, I'm looking at our roster, and we have no pilot this evening.
Good call. No Jimmy Hyland. Maybe he's Black Friday shopping. Who's to say?
Yes, he's upgrading his computer.
This is the battle for 8th, 9th, and 10th, all within a little blanket. They're about 2.5 seconds back from our leader. For anyone that is tuned in, if you want to pop off in the chat, we'll be happy to pan around and show you an update on your driver, give you an understanding of where they are, how their race is going. But Chris, this one's flying by rather fast.
It is. We're 1/10 done. That's math for you.
Oh, wow. Tight battle for the lead. The 24 machine now up in the mix. Don Francesco, 1 win on the season. Olesen fending off that 71 machine. Steele, we saw him. Was it at Dover? Was it the last race, wasn't it? Where he was able to save his equipment and just put on a dominating performance.
Yes, Steele was battling hard, and I believe took the win last week. Or the week before, I should say.
Yeah, because we were off for that week. So the last race was November 19th, where Steele won at Dover. Don Francesco won at Indianapolis on the 12th. And winning the season opener at the Glen was Ben Ryan. Ben Ryan is also not in the field.
So I'm watching this sort of pan out at the moment. Sorry, Robert, for stepping on you here. Don Francesco here is putting up a little charge here. I should say, did Tolleson maybe charge a little hard on those tires and perhaps is slowing down a bit now? Or is Don Francesco just picking up some pace?
Well, Don Francesco started a little bit further back, but what we can do here is we'll take a look at the lap times. Tolleson turned to 30.8 last time, 30.99 for that 24 machine, 31 flat for Love and Steele. Just switched around. So they're all the top four running about the same lap times. So with the pit window being up until lap 35, Chris, I still think that we're going to have a maximum fall off occur where a little bit of tire management is going to be very important. Just to give you an idea of the time impact on these tires. We're 16 laps in the race. So right now, drivers are running an average of about 31-second laps. And our fast laps are 30.4 on average. But a qual lap is in the 29s. So these guys started off saving already as soon as we went green. But already 7/10 slower than their fastest lap. How's that for facts? Trackfacts.com.
It's very, very calculated. I like it. I would thumbs up that summation.
Maybe pop around and take a look at the 88 machine of Keltner rocking the Elite Motorsports in his Chevy powered truck. He started 16th. What?
Supporting SpeedZoneTV.
What's up, Keltner? Shout out, brother. He started where he's racing, so he might be picking his own strategy here, Chris. Taking a look at the Skidos Mobile next. That's Dakota Isgreg. He's down a spot. Sitting a little bit further back, eight seconds back from our leader. You know, we've seen him with a lot of late race charges. So, you know, I kind of find like he picks his battles and he shows speed when needed.
Robert, I was going to say just that. You beat me to it. We've seen Isgreg make some sneaky moves towards the front of the pack many times. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see where Isgreg ends up towards the final stages of this race.
Our next little spotlight here is the 46 machine of Phipps in his Phipps woodworking truck. If you need custom cabinets, call this guy up. He's a mean woodworker. Okay, I think he's a newcomer this season. I don't recall seeing Phipps too much in season 7 or season 6, but you know, he's had a consistent set of finishes so far that is going to make him a long-term contender for a championship. Looking at the battle for 8th, 9th, and I believe 10th is right there as well. That's Ramsey in the 13. Oh, they're all together. 7th is there as well, but we're spotlighting Tyler Barnes right now in his truck. Barnes actually just won on Monday night in the Super Speedway League. First gets a little tight. Barnes is able to roll through on that high side. Great job at maintaining momentum there. That's going to get him up into 7th. Working our way back up to the front. Up 6 spots tonight. The 78 machine of Tyler Manning. He's also been known to pocket tire and then appear later stages of the race. Enough of these spotlights. Let's take a look back at our leader, Tolleson, up 3/10 right now over that 24 machine of Don Francesco, 6/10 over Steele, 8 over Love, and just under a second over Manning. So we're gonna have to be watching how Tolleson's maintaining the gap here. Super quiet night. Like, considering last race, we had 7 cautions occur. Race number 2, we had 4 cautions. It's very different. You know, Watkins Glen doesn't count because you're not going to see a full track caution there. These guys are putting on a heck of a show. Don't want to give it the broadcaster's curse, but no doubt.
Well, you've done it now.
Oopsie,
no, these guys are doing a great job. We can attribute that to less trucks on the grid, perhaps. Yeah, how about from experience, Robert? You've raced here several times. What would you say difficulty on this track?
I'd say the challenge really here is just throttling up too soon. So you're watching them come out of turn 2. The more they accelerate out of the corner, the harder it's going to push that right front. And then as you push that right front, you're not going to have grip. You're going to go right up to the wall. So I'm going to be very surprised if we go the whole race and everyone survives and doesn't eat up that right front.
We'll see how that pans out. I would think, here, we'll just do some speculation just for chat's sake. If we do make it to lap 30, 35 here and these trucks pit under green flag conditions, you think that these guys will just take fuel only and still pocket both sets? That's
definitely not an option here, Chris. You're going to want to bolt on 4 tires.
Okay.
And make the most of it. We've had Ramsey come into the pits, or Ramsey off track. Let's go ahead and use our SpeedZoneTV cam here to figure out what happened to Ramsey. A brush of the wall.
Just like you said earlier.
It's, you know, I might be a mind reader. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's the least concerning thing that could probably happen to you. He's putting on a clinic tonight, the 28 machine. Half-second lead over second place and almost a second over first place. Barry Tolleson making his mark at the Texas Motor Speedway tonight. Well, not tonight, Chris. It's this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to pull up their last lap time. So you remember before, fast laps were 30.4. The last time we looked, they were 31 flats. And now we're sitting in or around 32-second laps. Tolleson just crossed the line. He's at 31.9, and look at the cars in behind him. 31.7, 31.6, 31.8. The top 5 are all faster than the leader the last lap around.
We're almost at that window right now for pit in, so it could get spicy.
Could get it very spicy, like a hot tamale. And then, you know, one of the favorite things you like to do, Chris, is you like to pop in the cockpit. So we're going to pop in the cockpit of the 71 machine here and give you a perspective of how he's driving down the back.
I do like this perspective. I think it's popular with the fans as well.
You can see how the 71 machine has got a wide entry into 3. And what that's doing is it's allowing the car not to have a lot of steering input and load up those tires. You can see the wheel input there. He's getting a little push loose. We'll watch it one more time before we bounce around because we're coming up to pit cycles. There's our first one. That's Manning going down into the pits. Let's pop up front with Steele now.
Let's ride with these guys into the pit. What do you think?
Yeah, man. We can hold hands with them right into the pits.
Let's do it. Let's watch these guys dive in here.
Might have a couple more laps for these guys. It's kind of like a waiting game, right? Like, you don't want to undercut somebody's pit. Like, it works out, but fresh tires is always kind of key. And what's going to be interesting
use them
here...
up and throw them away.
Use them up, throw them away. We're likely going to see if Manning has a clean pit stop here. He's going to be probably 4 or 5 seconds ahead of these guys once they pit cycle because that variation of lap. Olson's gone into the pits now. Don Francesco getting a little loose, not expecting Tolson to pit. It's a drag race down the front stretch. Low and slow. Don Francesco drifting up, gets loose.
Ooh.
Oh, a little rougher to the wall. Where's Nick?
So he's got to be coming in this lap.
I would think we're gonna start to see these guys come in. You can tell by just the way the car is going through the center of the corner. There's no tire left. There we go. There's Steele going in.
Ooh, another lap.
Moved by Steele. I'm suspecting we're going to see Nicholas come in here. Copperthorn's now in the second spot.
That was nice and smooth by Steele.
100%. That's what you wanted. We just had to wait for the right truck.
Perfect.
Somebody put that in a recipe book. Whip it up and bake it, because that was a smooth entry. We got Copperthorn coming in the pits now. Got a Gaggle. Cars. Love as well. Right on the bumper of Copperthorn.
That was fun.
Was it?
Yeah. We're trying to get more subscribers. I think that's going to give us a few.
I hope so. Hurst is now our leader, with Hunter taking the lead now as they pit cycle. Hunter almost clips the wall there. And his hell yeah car. Hell yeah, brother.
I like that.
Shout out to Austin, 316. You were into wrestling.
Shout out here. Let's go, number 7.
Let's go, Steele.
From Sail Rides 3022.
Hunter coming in now. Hurst already in. He's just exiting the pits, but what we have is something interesting here, and we're going to dissect it in a second. Manning is behind Tolson, which is leading me to believe that Tolson maybe only took right side tires. So we're going to take a look at our pit stop times here once they cycle through the lead a little bit more.
This is a very fun graphic that you compile.
It looks like Tolson just had a more solid pit stop.
By about, what is that? It's tough to read for me. Is it half, what is it, 0.5?
Yeah, it looks like 46.5 for Tolson, 46.9 for Manning. But then we'll look at our pit stop lap for total time here. Oh, I figured Manning would have been out in the lead, but I'm just, you know, I'm a bad race analysis person, I suppose.
You're flabbergasted by those times.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. We'd have to look at lap times.
Another graphic.
And you can see, you can't see the green font as well, but Steele is quicker than the cars in front of him, but Tolson is about 0.2 quicker than Manning. Manning picked up the pace there the last 2 laps, but prior to that, maybe Manning was conserving, looking for that later run strategy.
You know what else Manning picked up? 9 positions.
Okay, easy, scientist.
That one was easy to figure out.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Looks like Don Francesco is suffering a little drama. Might have got a speeding penalty. It looks smooth.
Oh, no.
But he's showing a lap down.
That's unfortunate. That looked really smooth on the entry.
Yeah, I mean, he could have rolled through the pit itself a little higher than expected because you know, 45 mile an hour is
very slow.
Very slow. He's looking for a way around Phipps right now. And Phipps he's putting up a dogfight. I'll have to try to figure out what's going on there, but remember from a lap or 2 ago, Steele was over 3 seconds back from Tolson. He's making a charge with now just over 2 seconds. I think we're gonna have to watch this 7 machine for the rest of the season, Chris. Like, you know, we're 3 races in on the season. We've had 3 different winners. We'll go ahead and take a look at our current point standings right now. Steele, Ryan,
It was amazing, by the way.
I spent all year making it, but we got the 3 winners showing on the screen: Steele, Ryan, Don Francesco, with 1 win on the season. So it's going to be interesting to see if we see a 4th winner tonight, or if we see one of these guys repeat. Unfortunately, one of them isn't here, so only 2 of them could repeat. But after tonight, there's 2 drops calculated into this, so these top 3 are going to start to separate. We don't have Smith in the field tonight. Barnes is running 4th right now. Love is running 6th. There's no Grace in the field tonight. He's normally a staple. And Phipps, he's running 10th. So it's going to be very interesting to see how next race these 9 drivers or 8 drivers stack up in the point standing.
There must have been some good sales going on tonight.
Yeah. Probably 4K monitors and TVs to watch this beautiful stream.
That's what I was thinking.
We'll take a look at the 28 machines driving now. We've looked at the other drivers, but we didn't pop into Tolson's machine. Nice and smooth there. He didn't really have the luck he was hoping for at Dover. Tolson took tires later in the run and just couldn't get up front. Now he's got clean air in front of him, and he's a dangerous driver when he's out front. Like, his speed is really unmatched when he's got no dirty air on his nose. Hopping in on the 4th place car now is the 98 of Copperthorn, under fire by that 71 machine of Love and Barnes. Take a look at our pit stop laps again. Copperthorn lap 38, so those are the freshest tires alongside of Love. Copperthorn's fixing to have a heck of a finish tonight at Texas Motor Speedway, Chris.
Fixing, huh?
Fixing to cooking a good a finish.
You know, I'm looking at the times here on the tower, and we do have some separation here between the 6th and the 7th place drivers.
Yeah, it seems that everyone 6 and above is within 7 seconds, and then after that, over a 5-second gap from 7th back, leading up to like a 13-second difference or greater on the leader. So in 7th spot right now, we haven't really shined the spotlight on him yet. That's the 15 car of Gary Miller. If we've noticed, the theme tonight is there's some team paints going on. This is the 3rd elite car that we've seen in the field.
I noticed that too earlier. I wasn't sure how many cars we had, but I thought I noticed elite on some of them.
We're gonna have to find him again. I'm a bad finder.
I think it's safe to say that this broadcast is brought to us and the fans by numbers.
I love numbers.
There's a lot of numbers this evening.
Chris, over halfway through the race already. Blistering pace by the drivers of Roughneck Racing, the Wagoner's Welding Truck Series, putting on a phenomenal show with not a hiccup in any sort of talent.
Yeah, that's 50%, so I'll say that in regard to numbers. But yes, these guys are doing a great job to go already half the distance. Everyone is looking super strong, driving safe. It is quite a show tonight.
We don't really have any tight battles to show.
Olson's just creeping away here.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, 2 seconds now. He's maintaining that gap over Steele. So it's going to be interesting to see, because that pit window is going to be around, what, lap 70-ish?
I would say you are right. Perhaps even a little more than that. It seems like some of these guys went just a hair past that.
Well, Tolson came in on 35, Steele lap 37, Manning 33.
Is that 38 for Copperthorn and Love?
Yes. Yes. Good eye, mate.
Yeah. Sail Ride's 3022. I believe in the steel curtain. So Steele is just getting some fans, or fan, I guess in this case, getting some love. But that's okay.
Everyone loves the steel curtain. Yeah, it's really just hard racing that's occurring here. I think if we make it to that next green flag stop, it's really gonna just whoever kind of wins the race on pit entry, pit exit, down pit road. That's going to be our winner. 2 seconds back right now, the margin. 3.5 for Manning, 5 for Copperthorn, 6.6 for Love. One bobble by one of these drivers is really just going to shuffle those top 6.
Can we do something a little different, like maybe perhaps the blimp cam, just to kind of see the complete spread here of all these drivers in one shot?
I don't know if the blimpy gets that so blimpy.
I guess not.
I mean, we're way out here in the blimp town.
That gives us a little bit of an idea of the space in between all of these drivers.
But it really doesn't really give you like a good idea. We got the track map up there, so you can see going through the quad oval right now on the front stretch. That's Tolson crossing the line, Steele's crossing the line, and then Manning, Copperthorne, and now Love. So, you know, it's kind of hard to get a good perspective from there.
You are right. It doesn't look like any tight battles, like you said, but it does give a little bit of perspective.
And I know you're good at the math, Chris, so you've been watching the screen, and as a good announcer and the great one that you are, you'll notice that, you've already noticed that Steele's closed the gap 4/10 over the last few laps.
Yeah, you beat me to it. I did have that calculation ready to go. I did it in my head, but yeah, you beat me to that one.
So just looking at the times on the screen there, the last few laps, it looks like Tolson had a bobble, lost 2/10, and then it's been 3/4 of a tenth a lap that Steele is gaining on Tolson. So we're going to have to keep watching that marker, half-tenth that time, to see if that gap keeps narrowing.
So that would lead me to believe maybe that perhaps now tires are starting to go. Drivers are required to manage them because of the tires starting to fade away, probably, right? So it's more of a struggle?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's safe to say?
Yeah, you're getting towards that end of the run, right? So it is going to be a struggle to have that wheel turning on the input. So, you know, opening up the entry of the corner so you get kind of like a straight line down into the apex and a straight line off of the apex on the exit is going to really allow you to manage your tires.
Hurst is joining the party here, and that's always fun to see Johnny Hurst.
And this is
Battle,
a
folks.
little bump there. Hello. I think that's an Adele
Hello.
song. Yeah, thanks. You queued it up, eh?
Is it me you're looking for?
I'm Hurst on your bumper. Why don't you let me by? I think Phipps heard it.
I think so. Sail
Oh, wait,
Lines
that's-
3022
that's Ramsey.
absolutely loves Steel. So I'm just trying to. Hey, I promised I'd read them.
Still a battle. Ramsey and Hurst down the backstretch into turn 3 and 4. Pretty even. But Hurst showing the momentum as now he's going to start to work on Miller in that elite motorsports truck. And he's going to make quick work of that. Look at that. Ships it on down into 1 and 2. Little drift up the track. I don't know if that was consensual touching, Chris.
Hey, Johnny Hurst, like I said, he goes for it. He joined the party. He just left the party.
Yeah. And Ramsey follows him through. Oh!
Oh.
No caution. Let's see if
Well,
he keeps it under control. No. Oh, he's hold the brake.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Uh-oh.
This is going to reset everything. He can't get going. He's got to roll that back down the track. Oh!
Oh, man. No.
No, that was not the move.
No. No. Yeesh. All right.
Oh, man.
Well,
We're gonna-
everyone now can get their fresh tires and fuel up, and they'll be able to go the distance.
Yeah. You're going the distance.
Going the distance.
All right, let's take our SpeedZoneTV camera now, Chris. First caution of the night, and I was hoping not to see it, but here it is. Full speed first.
Ooh,
That's a tough
That's-
one there, but
interesting.
was it?
It was interesting.
What was interesting to you? Ready?
It wasn't blatant. It was like, well, okay, let's watch this again. I'd say that's on the. Is it 35? I'm sorry, I can't read the number. I think it's on the darker truck.
Yeah, that's the 15, a Miller. You know, it just kind of looks like Ramsey. He kind of went in lower here. When you enter in lower on the corner, and he entered up high, it looks like it might have upset the truck a little bit. He didn't have the momentum, but unfortunately for Miller, you own your front bumper.
And I use the word egregious often because it makes me sound smarter. But you know, again, just that was just the smallest of errors.
Oh yeah, let's go back to this here where we watched Ramsey struggle for a second.
This was unfortunate because this may have affected someone.
Well, there's Olison going by. Steele going by, and like this is putting Ramsey a lap down, right? Like if he was able to get
Isgrig felt the brunt of that.
That is the 16 of BB there, and then there was another contact. So we'll just let this roll.
I think it was Skittles Isgrig.
All right, dude. Well, if you're gambling, man, you know I'll bet your house for you.
Oh, I know when to hold them.
There goes Love. And here's the roll. Ready? Here it comes. It come? Or is that it?
I thought there was one more.
No, that
Didn't
was
someone? Oh, I guess I should have folded.
Yeah, looks like I get your house, buddy. There's
All
BB.
right. You'll enjoy the weather. Yeah, hold on a second. Didn't
that was Skittles.
All right. Yeah, he got a little bit. Isgrig got a little bit of that.
Right here. Just a slight contact. You see the 13 truck hop. All right, that's enough with this fancy camera stuff. So we're back live here. Got Steele on the track. We're just going to take a quick second here and give a shout out to Wagoner's Welding as these cars are rolling down the backstretch.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
Looks like Steele beat Olison off pit road, Chris, and I think that's going to be an interesting battle to see what occurs here.
Yeah, this it does. As you mentioned it. It resets us. Yeah. Everyone should be fueled up. Everyone should have fresh tires. We're all bunched back up. It's like a second race, which is kind of exciting.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You're entitled to your feelings, buddy.
Thanks.
Great start by Steele with Manning underneath Olison, Love in behind. So it is kind of going to be, to your point, a brand new race. Colored commentary brought to you by SpeedZoneTV.
Please like and subscribe.
Please. Manning getting passed by Tolson on the outside. We're going to see if Manning's able to make the pass back. He's going to get a little bit of a run off exit of 2. Got it. Oh, yellow is out, Chris.
Wow. Yellows, bring yellows.
I don't know if that's a song.
Well, right. Steele is getting a lot of love in the chat, so...
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, this is good for Don Francesco. He's back on the lead lap in 8th spot, but let's go ahead and take a look at our SpeedZoneTV insert replay. Uh-oh. That looks a little close, doesn't it?
It does.
Here, we'll back this up a corner here.
Sometimes you got to know when to hold them.
Or hell yeah. And that's the 58 of Hurst on the outside of the 27 of Hunter.
And everything is bigger in Texas, so let's see how big this wreck is.
Like Hurst is ahead there. And you know, he's got control, but there's no contact there. Where's the contact?
Yeah, I don't. I was gonna say I don't like that, but everything's a-okay. So,
All right.
ooh,
Oh,
ooh,
was he?
interesting.
He was like Hunter was out of control here. So you can watch the back of the truck. It goes into a yaw. Do you see how the back end's coming around?
I see it. It's very minor.
That's not minor. That's like a 30% angle. So
Oh, numbers and math.
yeah.
Okay.
So full slide for the hell yeah of Hunter. But
why don't we go to a cockpit in 27 for a minute?
Want to see what his wheel looks like?
Yeah, I do. Let's just for the fans and me.
All right.
Let's do this. Like right here. Let's go to cockpit.
Going. Stop yelling. There you go. Look at that. Not around yet, and there's the contact.
Got it.
Here, let's do a full speed for funsies. Ready?
Yes.
Go. Yeah, I mean, there was no way he was even catching that truck. He was already coming around before the 24 machine tagged him. Back to live action.
Hey, we bring it to the fans.
We bring in the fan stuff. Lap 74. We're going to do a quick rollout to Wagner's Welding. Not going to be making any money tonight, but they are a welding shop based in North Carolina. Proud sponsor of the Truck Series and the Super Speedway Series, so give them some love.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding.
Getting some
Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Ruff.
Become a Roughneck Racer, Chris. I'm one.
I'm going to try and join Elite. I don't know if they'll have me, but I'm going to submit my application after the race.
Yeah. Yeah. After your broadcasting, I don't know.
Yeah, it's questionable. A lot of conflict here in the chat. Backyard Birdwatch 123 wants steel wrecked.
Whoa.
Yes, it's a lot of conflict here.
The fans are fighting on the tube.
Very entertaining on track and in the chat.
25 laps to go. We're about to go green again, Chris. It's getting spicy out here in Spice Town.
We're 3/4 done with this race.
Very nice. Started getting ready with that green as they come to the Geico restart zone. Truck is off.
I'm excited about this restart.
Would be. Steele gets a great start, leaving Tolson in the fumes. Manning gets a good roll. Love in the hunt. Oh, Tolson, yacht out. Great save by that 28.
Nice.
You know, tough break for him. He's had such a dominating race, and cold tires will get you. Write that down.
Okay.
Tough break for that 28 machine. But now the man on the mission, the man of steel, Dalton Steele. over a half a second lead. The pack over Manning, Barnes, Love, Tolson, Coppathorne, Hurst, Don Francesco, Richardson, and Isgrave round out the top 10.
Steele is checking out.
He's putting down some burners. We might have our second or our first win or
Double
first
winner.
Thank you.
First double winner.
Thanks, buddy. Sometimes
That's why I'm here.
yeah, like the struggle is real. A 1 second lead, but you know, now we've talked about tire wear a bunch, Chris. Are Manning, Love, and Tolleson sitting back to let Steele chew up his tires? 20 laps is a long time for drivers to make up a second. Tolleson,
It is. These drivers put on their new tires at lap 70, I think. Is that correct? When we had that caution?
yep.
So you could definitely chew those up by lap 25 for sure. And
Yeah.
struggle real bad towards the end.
Exactly. I don't think you want to push super hard too early, but I mean, let's take a look at the lap times last time around. 30.23 for our leader, 30.3s and 4s for the rest of the field. Coppathorne as quick as the leader.
Tolleson coming back up.
He's trying. It's tough to pass here. Somebody's got to roll over to let you go. It looks like the outside's the way to make the move. Tolleson gets around Manny. Now he's working on the 71 of Love.
Don Francesco making some positions back up to 6th.
He said it in the pre-race. He's like, I'm winning tonight. So we might see some more carnage. We saw Barnes. Oh!
Tolleson. Is that Tolleson?
Yeah, buddy.
Caution does not come out.
And he's got
That's gonna hurt.
He's got some severe right front damage.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get a review on that here.
That's a game over, as they say.
Yeah, he's limping back to the pits. This might be here. Get play and see what happens. Oh, this is too far back.
Someone looked like got loose when we were watching it live. No one just got a little squiggly.
There it is here. My bad. This will be a better or a quicker replay of it here. It looks like a high entry from the 71 machine. I'll try to get the angle here as quick as possible. See Tolleson coming down. Normally the car's behind. Like if we go to Manning here, see the cars in behind of Tolleson. They're all lower. So Love electing to run that metal groove. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with that, but it's not really the track sharing that we saw come down. Come down through the race. Tough break for Tolleson. I did want to see that for him because he's mounting a charge here. Now Steele's got a 2.5 second lead. I mean, unless there's a caution after that contact, it's kind of tough.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. That's too bad to see just that kind of damage and then losing a lap. Tolleson was, like you said, mounting a charge on that.
And I mean, based on speed, Tolleson was really the only driver that was showing a similar pace to what Steele was putting up.
And talking about mounting a charge again, Don Francesco up to 3rd.
In his Superman paint.
That's got to be helping.
Whatever this, insert Superman theme song.
Oh, no, you go ahead. You were right.
No, that's like Star Trek or something, man. I don't know where.
No. That's it. Go ahead.
No, I'm not. I can't.
Ooh, Don Francesco battling for second place.
Well, you're seeing like that 71 wash up to the wall. He was pushing so hard defending. These guys haven't pushed as hard until this last part of the run. And, you know, maybe 71 wasn't necessarily not sharing the track. Maybe the 71 had tire wear unsuspectingly and wasn't able to cut the center when he was having Tolleson on his outside.
So we do this for the fans. Who did Tolleson have a little scrub with? Who was that with?
The 71 of Love.
Okay. So Love, fortunately, will still maintain and battling here.
Yeah, he's falling back now. We got Barnes making a pass on Love. Papa Thorn also looking to make a run. Yeah, Love is not looking like he's got any grip left in that right front tire.
No love.
No love for the right front. Dog pound in the chat. Apparently it's Dylan Grace. Says he's going to be back next week. 3 wide down the backstretch. Manning, Copperthorne, Love, and Miller. Love falling hard. You know, and you don't want to fall hard in Love, but you know, here we are. Yeah, it just happened.
That's good.
Don Francesco, 3.6 back from Steele, 10 laps to go.
Well, Steele has a commanding lead at the moment.
I mean, his lap times are really just unmatched. I mean, Don Francesco's got similar lap times now. He's a 10th off, half a 10th. But 9 laps is just not enough. Tough story for Love. Richardson now up in 9th spot. He's been somewhat silent tonight, but this reset of the field at lap 70, it's definitely changed the landscape of this race dramatically. So we've seen Barnes, we've seen Manning, or sorry, not Manning, Barnes, Miller, and I think a third driver. Was it Keltner in the Elite Motorsports? Yes. So we've seen those 3 drivers in Elite Motorsports trucks, all teammates. Barnes on the hunt for that 2nd spot over Don Francesco. And here's the battle here. He's right on the bumper. Hello.
Exciting stuff.
7 laps to go. Monday night super speedway winner, that 3 machine, Tyler Barnes, looking to go back-to-back podiums at least. Looks under the 24 going into turn 3. They're even. 24 tight on the exit, holding them down a little bit.
Looks like Barnes is going to get that done.
I mean, he's got momentum. Now
Joining the party there, Manning, yes.
Manning looking to do the same thing here. And Copperthorne right there as well. Like, we have an excellent battle from 2nd to 6th, but Steele, somebody's going to have to tear his motor down.
Seconds ahead.
Yeah, that's dirty. Manning looking underneath that 24 machine going into 1, throws up a block. Looks
Has
like
Don Francesco just chewed those tires up?
100%.
Nothing left to defend.
100%. I mean, that's not indicative of the speed he's capable of running whatsoever. he might even fall victim to that 98 machine at Copperthorne, potentially even Miller, with 4 laps to go. Interesting battles tonight. Manning's up 8 spots in the 3rd position. He's our biggest mover of the night so far. Copperthorne getting it done on the bottom side of that 24 machine, moving up to the 4th spot. Don Francesco is hoping for a little bit more speed, but that right front is crying for the race to be over.
Well, now. Cry later.
Taking a look at our leader with 3 laps to go. Dalton Steele. Ever since that
cruising to the finish.
Yeah, ever since that late race caution, Chris, he's just said sayonara. You know, he's just gone.
Yeah.
Smooth lines as well. He's got a lot of talent here. Like, what do we have? 2 cautions on the night. A little bit of counters here. So this hot Texas sun is causing the trucks to have a tight entry because there's no grip on entry, and then a loose exit because it's so hot. This is the man of the night, stealing the show once again. Our back-to-back winner, Dalton Steele, victorious at race number 4 for Texas Motor Speedway.
Dominating performance.
I mean, he really was the last third of the race where he got the lead. Tolleson had a little bit of a speed wobble and then just got caught up in carnage. I think it would have been really interesting if we didn't see that incident occur, if Tolleson could have, you know, got up front. All right, Chris, we're going to take a brief little intermission, and then once we get back, we'll roll through some driver interviews and see what these guys have to say about tonight's race.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
All right, Chris, it looks like we got drivers rolling through the tech shed ready to tell their story for tonight. We're going to grab our third place finisher, Tyler Manning.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, buddy? Big run tonight, up 8 spots on the night. Did everything go for you as you thought it would tonight, being so many green flag laps? Tell us about your strategy and how it worked out for you.
Yeah, of course, it's really great to have such a long run. Like I said, we've kind of struggled with that at some times, not like talking bad about anybody, but there's been, a consistency there. So it's really good to have like actual green flag pit stops, long runs, saving tires, all that. The first pit stop, or the first, right before that caution, or the first green flag pit stop, I tried to just jump everybody because like I knew, the pit stop was coming and just see. Even though I knew I was going to be at an advantage, I just kind of had to accept that one of these runs I'm going to have to run long if we do go green and hopefully, not bleed off too many spots. So with the caution, it kind of saved me there, kind of just grouped us all back together. And then really just on that last run, it was just protecting. I was a little bit of a roadblock, just trying to keep the bottom strong. But like I said, that's what my mindset was like, I'm going to save tires. It's going to help me. And then I went back to 5th and then, picked up a couple more spots there to get the top 3. So just saving tires, name of the game. It's a fun track with 2, super unique corners. So it's a juggling match to get good on both sides. You just have to, practice it and get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I do recall you pitted on lap 33, other drivers 35 up to 38. And one of the things Chris and I were wondering is like, were you going to jump out to be the lead? So when you undercut the pit like that, were you in like a tire conservation mode to run a longer distance, or what happened there?
Yeah, so pretty much like as soon as I did that, that's like if it went green, I just kind of accepted that, hey, this middle run is going to be what I go long to hopefully, and hope to save the tire there. So, okay. And then once I saw I got past Barry, I was hoping that the cycle would happen fast enough to at least lead a couple laps, but then Barry got past me, and then once we cycled out, he was first, I was second, and just, like I said, it was just kind of hanging on there, watching the delta in between, the guys behind me, just trying to, not lose too much time super fast, even though, like I said, the 2-3 laps that they had fresher in me was still, they were still catching me fast. So like I just was trying to keep the best I can, and like I said, that caution kind of helped me in that sense of putting everybody on the same field, because at that point we all ran long enough to all need tires anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Chris, over to you, buddy. What do you want to say to Mr. Manning?
Mr. Manning, Tyler, hey, congratulations on your podium. I think you were, lucky is not the right word, but it was good for you to be able to make the podium. You were in 5th for a while, and I think the drivers ahead of you, I think it was Don Francesco, and I can't remember who else, but it looked like maybe they just used up the tire, and you were able to just capitalize on that and get on the podium. So that was good for you. I was just going to ask you, I'm sure it was a relief when that first caution came out, because you had pitted earlier when we were green, and that must have helped you kind of reset, I assume, knowing that everyone was going to pit and you were sort of second race, if that makes sense.
Yeah, pretty much like saying it just got me back into it by just looking at lap times and stuff while we were going. If we went green and I had to run long, I might have fallen back to 6th or 7th, right? So I wasn't super out of it. but with it happening and still being in the top 5, hey, I was still there. So then once we all came down and got tires, it was like, all right, I'm still right here. And then just that last little bit of run there, I just, like I said, in my head, I was like, I know everybody's going to push. It's the last, 30 laps. I'm going to save and hopefully pick off, some of these spots back.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. It was like race part 2. So congratulations on that. We're heading over to Milwaukee next week. Thoughts? Do you like the track? What do you do to prepare? What can you say?
Milwaukee, I don't even know if I've ran Milwaukee on here other than for fun. So I'm going to be practicing probably. But I mean, it's a, flat oval or not very much banking. So that's, tricky on itself. I tend to like banked tracks rather than flat ovals. But, we'll just got to do practices and see. Hopefully, we get a couple practices in, see what kind of track temps we're dealing with, how slick it's going to be. But it should be fun. Hopefully you can stick up there. It kind of seems like, these first 3 races, there's been a myriad of random things that happen. Like Indy, my wheel decided to disconnect on the first lap. And so then that was just clawing back to get to it. And then Dover, of course, I'd shot myself in the foot, knew I should have pitted on that pit stop, and then lo and behold, my old ass tires, excuse my French, bundled me up on the restart, and then I got into the wall and wrecked myself. So it's like there's always something, right? But it's good to kind of capitalize on it. And once again, hopefully we keep the momentum going.
The saying is what? It's better to be lucky than good. I'm still waiting for that to happen in my iRacing career, but no. Congratulations on your podium tonight. Seems like everything worked out to your benefit, and it's good talking with you.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Take it easy. Our P3 finisher, we're going to grab our Monday night winner and our second place finisher tonight, Tyler Barnes. What's up, Tyler? How you feeling, sir?
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Tyler.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
You did it.
So just wanted to chat with you about your finish tonight and your strategy. I noticed you kind of like started like a little slower off and weren't really battling right away. You fell off in 6th spot, and you really did a good job of mounting a late race charge. So what did you see from your perspective?
Well, I qualified 5th, and I didn't want to qualify really. I thought about taking the EOL, but ended up qualifying and started the race out. And about lap 10, I was all the way in 10th. I was just trying to save tires. I wasn't expecting a caution really. It was a fast race tonight. I kind of held back until the last. I didn't ever push the car really until right before that first pit. I came in there and I was about 4 seconds away from everybody, and about lap 20, about lap 30, I started, or by lap 30, I was within a second with everybody, but I had to pit, so kind of threw me off. But man, that caution was clutch.
Yeah, it was for a lot of people.
Yeah, it worked out, I think, for most. I've been calling it race part 2 in a sense, because it just reset for everyone.
Yeah, it felt like a whole new race out there.
I mean, everyone got to bolt on new tires, and it was just kind of, who could be the fastest. You were, I believe, in and around the 5th or 6th spot, and then as some laps went by, about 10 or so laps, you started to have momentum. Were they just pushing a little bit too hard in front of you?
Yeah, so the trick was, and in 3 and 4, if you just floor it all the way through there, you're gonna burn your rears up. So I was just feathering, like I just let off a little bit before each turn, knowing that they're battling, so they can't afford to do that. Just knowing that I was stuck behind them, and they couldn't really, they were battling, so they were a little bit slow. I could afford to be off pace a little bit. So yeah, I let them burn their stuff up a little bit, and then I just started to. I know I wasn't the fastest out here tonight, but man, it was good to get up here.
Heck yeah. Well, Chris, you take us home with Mr. Barnes. What do you want to ask him?
Yeah, I just had a question for you, Tyler. Was there a particular moment when you were racing tonight, towards the end, where you knew okay, like I got this, I'm making the podium, or I'm making second place, or did it just happen? Does that make sense?
Definitely that last caution.
That last caution, you knew I'm on the podium.
Yeah, I told my team, I was like, I found myself back up here where I qualified. I might as well just push strong now. And boy, did it pay off.
Okay, well, that's great. It's good to, I would imagine it's good to have that feeling. I know I got this.
Yeah, after that caution came out, my eyes got real big.
Well, that's great. We're heading out to Milwaukee next week. Any thoughts on racing there?
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna put on a show.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah. Tyler,
We'll
who
look forward to.
do you want to give
Sorry about that.
Yeah, who do you want to give a shout out to for your second place finish?
My Lord and Savior, most definitely, and my fiance for giving me the time. My team, man, we put in the time this week to get out here, and I hate it for them. They didn't get the finish they wanted, but it's coming for them. I promise. They're putting in the work.
Yeah, and your team is Miller and Keltner?
Yes.
I mean, Miller had a great run tonight, and, I would say that your teamwork is paying off because strong run for him. We've seen Keltner improve over the last couple of races. He definitely knows where pit entrance and exit is now, so that's an improvement.
Yeah.
But Miller was showing some good pace tonight, which, it's an improvement for him.
Yeah, we're putting everything together for him. We'll all be up here eventually. And I just want to give you thanks to y'all, of course, in the broadcast, and then Wagner's Welding and everybody that makes this stuff happen, man. It wouldn't happen without y'all. I really do appreciate everything y'all do.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. Well, congrats on your win again on Monday and that photo finish of 3 wide and your podium or your P2 tonight.
Yes, sir. I'll hope to see y'all Monday night.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's our pleasure. Have a good one. Thank you, Tyler.
Yes, sir. Y'all too.
That was our P2 finisher, Chris. We're going to bring in the man who stole the show. What's up, Dalton? How you feeling?
Oh, pretty good. How about yourself?
Oh, I can't complain. I just had an intimate time with my friend Chris up in the booth watching the show unfold. I noticed that the first...
That's intriguing.
Right? I mean, you're going to have to watch it back to understand all the magic that happens, but...
It was something.
Damn Canadians, man.
Damn Canadians is right. So Dalton, I was obviously watching the race. That's what I'm here to do alongside Chris. And we noticed that the first part of the run is that Tolson got away from you. And when we were watching Dover, you were able to kind of claw back up to him and, make your move at Dover and got you the win there. Was that in the cards for you tonight? If that caution didn't come out, how are you feeling about the situation there?
Yeah, they short pitted a little bit. I think I pitted 2 laps after they did, but that was pretty much the plan. Just the same game plan, a little bit different every single race. But when it all cycled out, he had a 4-second lead, and then 35 laps on our tires, he's to a half a second lead in front of me. So I got it back to where it needed to be, and I was running about 0.2 faster laps. I was just able to run the groove, and pretty much reel him back in. I was kind of hoping that a caution wouldn't come out because my plan was to hit lap 60, 65, pit, come out. I would have just enough fuel, and then I was going to be able to just coast it around, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, definitely kind of you showing that speed is like the Texas Tire Management 101. Were you cracking throttle going into 3 and 4 and just kind of maybe 60% sometimes as you were kind of managing tires? How are you managing your inputs?
Just don't be as choppy on the wheel. Throttle control, dragging the brake, everything like that.
Well, if you could just repeat that one more time for Chris so he could write it down, because he's never been able to do that in his iRacing career.
No, I have my notepad.
All right, Chris. Well, you take us home with Dalton.
Dalton, commanding performance tonight. You were strong all night. You did everything right, and we were joking during the broadcast, but you are going to be our first double winner. You are the first double winner this season, and I would imagine that should feel good, give you a lot of confidence going into next week at Milwaukee. Just wanted to know your thoughts on the track over there, how you feel about it. Will you be three-peating? Will you do 3 in a row, do you think?
I'm not that confident where I just call my shots, but a track that I don't have that much experience on, so we'll see how it goes, but be shooting for a podium at least.
Okay, that sounds great. You got a lot of love from the fans in the chat, which hopefully, if you rewatch this, you'll see some comments from all of your fans. And on that note, do you have anyone you want to thank? Any shout outs?
Yeah, there's a guy in the chat. I don't remember his name. Kept going on about me. So I think I seen it pop up there. I guess I don't know who that is, but thanks, I guess. Weird ass guy, but all right, thank you.
You have a secret admirer, then, I think.
I don't know if you should be flattered or scared, but we all need that weird ass guy fan, right? Like, so.
That's funny then, because that person was giving you lots of love, really rooting for you, and that's funny that you don't know who that is. So that makes it even more funny.
My Instagram or something, but I don't know. But more power to him, I guess. I'm just going to start making everything private, though.
Well, okay, yeah. So that's good to hear then. So yeah, we'll shout out to that guy then.
All right, Dalton. Well, congrats on your win tonight. Hope to be talking to you again throughout the season. We got 8 more races left. The drops are counting. You're currently our points leader, and best of luck at Milwaukee, sir.
I appreciate it. Hopefully, I can see you guys again.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you next week. Good luck.
Hey, buddy. That was our top 3 finishers, Chris, giving us all the secret sauce on their strategies, their thoughts for Milwaukee next week. We had 2 cautions tonight, tons of clean racing, almost 70 green flag laps before we saw that first caution. Just kind of like an unfavorable caution, the second one there. And then we had, pretty much a good 20 lap battle to the end. Dalton opened up a big gap. We saw the top, I guess, 2nd through 6 shuffle positions at the end, and giving Barnes and Manning the 2nd and 3rd after the shuffling was complete. Tough break for Barry Tolson, making some contact with Love. No love between those guys. No love lost, that's for sure. But going to Milwaukee, Chris, are you expecting the same type of racing next week?
You know what? I don't know what I expect, to be honest. I was going to say you did the race recap, so I don't need to go there. But we were expecting something spicy. I would say we didn't get mild, but maybe medium heat with this race tonight. Less cars on track, which probably was impactful as to maybe why we didn't have more carnage. So it was nice to see some all the way up to lap 70 without a caution, and unfortunate for Tolleson to have that incident because he was charging hard. But yeah, that's another one in the books. It was fun, and I hope we have a good time in Milwaukee next week. And Dalton Steele going back to back. Very exciting for that driver. We'll see what he can do next week. So I guess that's my thoughts. That's the My Thoughts segment from me.
The My Thoughts from my guy, Chris Schuessler. So just like we touched on, Milwaukee Mile next Wednesday, Talladega closing us out before Christmas. Since everyone watching now is an avid SpeedZoneTV fan, will be live again Sunday night, covering off race number 11 at Lightning Esports for race 2, round 2 of the championship there. And then we'll be back again Monday night for an epic super speedway battle. Wagner's Welding Super Speedway Battles by Roughneck Racing. So that's going to be something you're going to want to tune into. Once again, thank you, Chris, for joining me up in the booth. It's been an intimate time. As Dalton Steele said, those damn Canadians. But as always, been a fun time, sir.
It was intimate. And you know what? Pull the graphic back up.
Which
We're
one
not
you
ready
want?
to sign off just yet. The one you just had up.
Oh, the sketch?
Yes. Dalton Steele mentioned he has a phantom secret admirer. I wonder if it's the guy on the hood of that truck.
It may be a rumor. I guess we're gonna have to.
I
do
don't
some
know
more.
if we'll have to investigate that. More to come next week.
More to come next week. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and like the broadcast. And wishing you all the best until the next time you tune in, whether it's Sunday, Monday, or Wednesday. Enjoy your evening, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Bye, Robert.
Bye, Chris.